Okay, this is the kettle tube. We are going to solder the both ends the magnet wires. Okay, this is how I do it. Okay, for the kettle tube, this is a sample which I've done one side. I'm going to solder the other side. Okay, basically what you want to do is one of the wires from one end would be a short one, because that's where it will go into the saber hilt and then it will be attached to the wire. Whereas the other end is the top end of the saber blade, and so we're going to solder one long piece of magnet wire all the way down here. Okay, so I'm gonna get my bunch of magnet wires. I'm going to pull out a suitable length for it. Okay, we pull out suitable length for it. Okay, this is I'm going to place it here. Okay, I'll give myself access. I can trim it off later, so no worries about it. Okay, so I snip a section off. Okay, and then I'm going to twist it around. Okay, let me focus. I'm going to twist it around the front end of the saber. Okay. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay. Don't worry about the excess, you can trim it off later. Okay. Okay, right now we're gonna you're gonna solder it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my clamps. Okay. Hold the tip, and the other end will be held by the other clip so that it will not run. Okay. Okay, I get my soldering tool. Okay, right now the trick to melting the enamel coating on the magnet wires is to put a blob of the rosin on the soldering iron, and then we're gonna bathe the joint there with the blob of rosin. Okay, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, so I have a blob of rosin. Now I'm gonna place it onto the joint between the metal tip and the magnet wires. 5 to 6 seconds will do, and then wow, I'm done. Okay, see, it's that easy. Now there's a connection between the magnet wires as well as the metal tip to actually light up the entire blade. Okay. So I have already done the other end. So basically this is how the entire blade would look like after soldering the two magnet wires, a long one to the hilt, which starts from the top, as well as a short one. Okay, so right now we are going to test the blade, okay, to make sure it's working fine. So as per usual, we will need to at both ends of the magnet wires, we're going to put a blob of rosin. Okay, this blob of rosin is going to allow the magnet wires to conduct electricity. Okay, okay, I have a blob of rosin here now. Okay, as a blob of rosin, I'm going to bathe the tip of it into the blob of rosin. Okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. Okay. So right now, to test the cold kettle tubes, I will need my power source, which is 12 volt. I will attach it to the female jack of my inverter, and then I will use this. Remember, we cut this off from the 6-inch cold kettle tubes. Okay, we're going to leave the two ends. We're going to trim off the wires to expose the wires, and then this will be used to test the cold kettle tubes that we solder on later on. Okay, you just plug the connector back into the inverter, and then you're done. Be careful not to touch the exposed wire ends. It's very painful when you do so. Okay, it burns. So that's a very big warning tip here. Okay, now we are ready to test the kettle tube whether it's working fine. Okay, I've taken my power source Have my inverter ready. Okay, the two ends of the wires, they're going to touch the soldered tip of the magnet wires, which I have done earlier on. And then, voila. This shows that I have enough solder to actually melt the enamel coating, and it's working fine. Okay, so we're going on to the next step, where we're going to get a heat shrink to cover up the whole tube. You can snip off the excess wires, okay? The magnet wires at the end that I have, see? Yes. So I'm going to take a small cutter, and then I'm going to snip it off as much as I can. Okay. Okay. There's one down, and the other. Okay, this looks great. Look. Okay. And now, for the top, we're not gonna keep this end. It's basically useless since we just need the bottom end. The bottom end to be slotted into the saber itself, the saber hilt itself. So we're gonna just cut off the top bit, okay? Using our trusty cutter again, snip it off. There. This is the other end of this. This is just the saber blade itself. Okay. Okay. So right now, we're just going to cut the heat shrink. Okay, just nice, and then we're gonna heat it up real quick so that you won't get to touch the wire itself, and then you might want to paint it for depending on the saber that you're gonna build. You need a different color for it. Okay, so this is the heat shrink tubing that I bought. Alright, so I'm going to just cut an appropriate length for it. Yeah, okay. It's okay if you have an excess of it, it doesn't matter. You can trim it off later. No worries about that. Okay, so just put the whole saber in. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna heat this up with my heat gun, and then I'll be back.